Hey guys, I'm doing a video on how to propagate this plant here. It's called iresine herbstii or bloodleaf. It's got this beautiful kind of red foliage, and it's in the amaranth family, so it's actually related to spinach and quinoa. Yeah, it's from tropical Brazil. It's a good indoor plant. It actually wouldn't surprise me if it was edible, but yeah, you grow it from its red foliage. Taking the techniques on how to propagate this plant out of this book from uni, which is Hartman and Kessler Plant Propagation, and on the page where it says iresine, it says softwood cuttings root easily without auxin. So basically you don't need to get any hormone gels or anything to root the plant. So with the softwood cuttings, you're going to make sure that you give them light, but not too much light. You cut 7.5 to 12.5 centimeter pieces, so that's kind of perfect for these. You want to keep some of that stem in because there's food that will feed the plant to produce roots in that stem. You don't want to leave them in the sun when you do your cuttings because it will kill them, and you want to make sure that they remain turgid or like nice and strong. So when I'm actually like playing with this plant here, I can feel that it's still kind of strong, whereas this one, I can feel it's kind of floppy. So this one's less likely to actually make it, but I'm going to use it anyway because it says they root really easily, so I'm going to try it anyway. That's it. Okay, so we're going to soak these in some diluted bleach. It's the best practice for cuttings because it just kind of reduces any fungus and diseases, bacteria from taking hold. So I got a cup of bleach, just household vacuum bleach, and some water. And the ratio is 9 to 1. So I just took a cup of that, 9 cups of water in the jug. And I'm also using some old pots, and you want to sterilise them as well. So you chuck all your cuttings and everything in to the bleach water. Okay, so it's been about 2 or 3 minutes and we've soaked the cuttings. And this is all sterilised. Now we're going to prepare these cuttings to pot them up. Okay, so we've got all our cuttings ready to go. When you soak them in the bleach, it kind of damages the ends, so you just got to cut off the ends there. On all the cuttings, like so. Now, when you take your cutting, you want to keep this stem part in, and you just cut them at these nodes, internodes, which are these kind of fat areas you can see where the new leaves are sprouting from. Try not to damage the plant. And that's a cutting. Some people like to get rid of these main leaves, but I like to keep them in because I think, you know, all of this is actually photosynthesizing and it's going to feed the plant. So that's a cutting there. That's another cutting. You can remove these outer leaves if you would like, but I won't. So this is the floppier stem, which may or may not work, but we're going to try. So there's a big difference between these, say that and that, but the fundamentals are the same. I'm going to take another cutting from this, And I'm going to keep this. So with this one, I'm actually going to remove these bottom leaves because this is going to get dunked into the dirt, and this would actually just rot anyway. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants potentially out of those 3 pieces.
Fuck are you? You understand? You fucking listen to me? You will listen to me?
So now I'm just going to fill these pots up with potting mix. Ideally I would have actually got potting mix with some perlite, which is a kind of small stone to increase the aeration, but I don't have any stones. You can use like pebbles, gravel, anything like small like that, a few millimeters in length, but this should be fine. This is just stuff from work and I've just taken it from work. So I'm just going to fill these pots up. Clamp it down with another pot and just make a few holes with a chopstick or a stick or whatever you got around. And then, yeah, just dunk your cuttings in like this. I'm going to try 3 per pot, like so. Okay, after you've done all your cuttings and put them in, you just want to water them in as you would any other plant. So the soil around them kind of covers, the medium around them covers the cutting. You kind of want to use potting mix for this. You don't really want to use dirt from the garden because it's more chance of pests and diseases, and the other thing is it's a lot cleaner, and you get a better chance of success with potting mix. Okay, another thing you want to do is maybe make a little greenhouse for them, because one of the most important things with cuttings is actually preventing the water from escaping from the plants, because they have no roots and they have no other way of actually getting water unless you deliver it to them. So I'm going to make this little greenhouse, which is just an apple juice bottle cut in half and covering the plant, like that. Here's another one just from a water bottle. Another thing you want to do is make sure they don't lose water, so you get a little spray bottle and just give them a spray like every single day or every second day, just when they need it. You don't want them to lose that turgidity, which is that stiffness. Cover these like so, just without damaging the leaves. And then you just want to pop that in a warm-ish spot. Ideally you get a heated bench, which is what they do in the commercial nurseries, but an easy to root species like this, I can see you don't have to do that. Just put it somewhere warm, like close to a heater in a warm room, and yeah, just a bit of sun but not too much sun.